Hi everyone, I'm Danielle with Trinity Readings. What we're going to do today is we're going to do a channeled guided message. So this will be for whoever it resonates with. Um, we'll just see what comes through. Um, so if it doesn't resonate, don't make it fit. This might only be for one of you. This might be for 20 of you. This might not be for any of you. But chances are, if you resonated with the title in some way, there might be a message in here for you. So we'll see what we get, and I'll try to do about 3 or 4 of these today, so we can get some different messages. Okay, so we are gonna see. Okay, we have the Death card on the bottom. This is all about transformation. This is about stepping into a new phase of your life. But what that means is, there's a lot of stuff that has to be let go. I actually just got this card for myself this morning. Um, it's a card that represents, the death of the ego. So ego is fear, ego is control. This is a Scorpio card, so you might be resonating with the Scorpio, or you might be a Scorpio yourself. But Scorpio is all about it's all about complete and utter transformation. And Scorpios, they tend to have that need to want to have control. And so they tend to overthink at times. Sorry, I'm a Scorpio, so I overthink a lot. But what this card is saying is you really have to be willing to shed ego completely. That means fear. That means trying to figure everything out. That means being in that place of just kind of allowing things to come. That also means that there's a lot that you're going to have to leave behind, a lot of things that you hold on to just out of comfort or just out of routine. So you could be just going through this major transformation in your life, this phase of stepping into the next level in your life, but you're having to let go of a lot, and a lot of times that's difficult. We have the Ten of Cups as the first card here, and the Ten of Cups is that ultimate love, that ultimate happiness, that connection to somebody that will last a lifetime. It's the happy family card. It's that love that we all aspire to have. What I'm noticing, though, is it's followed by the Two of Swords and the Eight of Swords. And both these cards, these women they can't see, they're blindfolded. Um, and then we have the Nine of Swords, and that's a card of fear. Again, that's a card of this is a card of being in your head. This is a card of overthinking. This is um, these cards all together are showing that there's no movement. There's no movement. There's something that's not being seen clearly, and it's because that somebody is just in their head and in this point that they're overthinking so much that they cannot make any moves at all. This is also speaking on somebody who's really guarding their heart. With having this Ten of Cups right here, it's almost like all of this love and is surrounding you. It's all available, but because of fear and overthinking, it's not being seen, or it's not being accepted. So this could be you. This could be somebody you're dealing with. That there's this connection to somebody there, and because of all this, it's not being accepted right now. But with the death card being this overall energy, this is a transformational energy. So this is this is something that you're coming out of, or this other person is coming out of. I do want to say that this is a message to really kind of let go of fear, even if you're not connecting to another person, even if even if there is nobody in your life. This is saying that you have all of this beautiful love and support surrounding you, but you're in this place of being in your head that you're not accepting help, or you're not accepting that love. What I'm going to do is pull one more on each of these cards and see. When we lack that love for ourselves, it's hard to, it's impossible to receive that kind of love from anybody else if you don't have that love for yourself. So doing heart chakra work is really beneficial. It's almost like there's a connection that's not being seen. It's there, but somebody's not even wanting to acknowledge it, or not wanting to look at it. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Yeah, this probably is speaking of a love connection between you and another person, because we do have this Two of Cups right here, and that is the soulmate card. In this card, they're twins. So that could represent a twin flame connection. And even a soulmate connection, because in those connections we mirror each other. So if you're dealing with somebody who you feel that their heart is guarded, or you feel that they're not opening up, or they're not accepting the connection, or they're not accepting the love, your heart chakra is just as blocked as theirs is, because you're mirroring. You're attracting what you feel that you deserve. You're attracting what you're giving out. So, we have the Knight of Cups here, and this is somebody who is that hopeless romantic. He is looking for that soulmate. He wants that soulmate connection, and that's his main focus. He's going to go after it. But then we have, with the Two of Swords, we have the Six of Swords, and this speaks of somebody who has been in a lot of pain, who has gone through something painful, and they're shifting out of that. So again, if you notice, her eyes are closed. She's not paying attention, because it is in that healing energy. And then here again, with this Eight of Swords, we have the Death card again, and again she's got her eyes closed. She's not looking. So I want to say strongly that there is a connection between you and another person, but I feel that there has been so much pain and stress that it's not being acknowledged or accepted right now. I do want to say, though, with this Ten of Wands, and this Nine of Swords, that's a heavy burden. And the main problem in this connection is overthinking, is over worrying, is being stressed. And the fears are not real. So keep that in mind. Everything you're fearing is not reality. And when the more and more you fear things, the more you manifest what you fear. Now, again, this could be the other person, but if you are connected to this person and this other person is in that energy, there is something in your energy that is blocking that as well. So what I want to say in that sense is really look into what your fears are in this connection and in relationships in general, and be willing to do some heart chakra work. Open up your heart chakra, because when we attract people who don't give us the love that we want, that is because we are not giving ourselves that love. Um, Period. That's it. It's easy to blame the other person. It's easy to say, well, they're shut down, they're closed off, they're this, they're this, they're this. But if you're attracting that energy, there's something in you that feels that you don't deserve that kind of love. So keep that in mind. I'm going to pull a few more for guidance. And then we'll end it at that. I do feel that there is a lot of fear, a lot weighing heavy. There's a lot that has not been expressed. There's been no communication, and if there has, it has not been, anything meaningful, anything productive. Let's see what else. And the longer that this communication, the longer that there is no communication, the more that you and this person are just really getting in your heads. Okay. All right. With the Hierophant on the bottom, this is a card of commitment. It's a card of tradition. In this sense, with having the Lover's card right here, I do want to say that that's saying that, this is that loving connection. This is that long-term love. But in the same sense, with this being a card of tradition, it's also kind of a card of routine. And with this Two of Pentacles, I want to say that maybe you and this other person have been repeating the same patterns for so long that it's difficult to, you're replaying things that have happened in the past, replaying problems that you've gone through in the past, to the extent that you're not able to see the connection for what it is, or you're not embracing the connection or not accepting the connection. With the High Priestess, that's a card of things being hidden. It's also about trusting your intuition and embracing that trust in your intuition as opposed to your logic. So this message is, again, to kind of get out of your head. And again, if you're feeling that it's this other person that is keeping the same pattern going, or you feel that it's this other person that is not embracing this connection, you do have to kind of take responsibility in the sense that, what are you accepting for yourself? How much do you love yourself? Are you giving yourself that love that you're wanting from this other person? Do you see yourself in the way that you want this other person to see you? With the Six of Pentacles on the bottom, that's saying really be mindful of where you're giving your energy to, because everything you're giving your energy to is affecting you. So if you're giving all your energy to worry and to fear, then you're just attracting more of that. If you're, also pay attention to the effort that you're putting into this connection. When we get into these repeated patterns with people that we're connected with, when we get in these negative scenarios that keep repeating themselves over and over and over, we tend to approach that person, every time we approach that person, we have in mind what happened the last time. And so you're approaching it with already that kind of negative view that, okay, I'm going to do this, and this person is still going to do this to me. I'm going to express my love, but they're going to shut me down. I'm going to open up, and they're not going to accept it. When you go into it with that attitude, you are going to manifest it from that person, because you're not giving from a genuine place of love. You already have that anger built up and that frustration built up, and so you're almost doing it to go, oh, see, he's going to prove me right, or she's going to prove me right, she's going to do this. No, you can't do that. If you have love for somebody, you have to be willing to give love without expecting anything in return. You have to. If you want to tell this person every single day, I love you, and you mean it, and that's what you want to give to that person, even if that person does not accept it, it can't hurt you because you're giving from a genuine place of love, and that love will always be returned to you in one way, shape, or form. Okay, I do want to say, if this is resonating with you, this is a connection. This is that connection. That you want, that soulmate connection, that beautiful connection. And yes, there might be blockages right now. Things might not be moving forward, but the only way to get things moving forward, even if it's not in your control right now, even if it seems that the other person is the one that's calling the shots and has all the control, you do have control over this by switching your perception of it and by letting go of the way that things have been in the past and embracing the love that you want and focusing on the love and the connection that you want. Okay, so if that resonated with you, leave a comment below, or leave a like, whatever makes you happy. And please check the description box. That's where you can find a link to my Facebook page to get a more in-depth personal reading, and that will show you the prices and everything. So I'm sending you guys much love, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.